Hi, Pachion. Uh, Charles Ross again. I know I responded to your video last time. I promise I'm not picking on you. What I do is I go through and I see who hasn't been responded to, and then I respond to those people. And since this week there were to do two responses, there were two people who didn't have a response yet, and you were one of them. So again, I watched your video and I enjoyed hearing your comments. I totally agree with you uh, about the open questions and the encouragers and the reflections. Um, yeah, I agree with you that all three kind of use probing questions. I felt like um, the last one, the dancer, uh, really kind of focused on the one issue, which was how um, the client was feeling and why she needed to express her emotions and her feelings in dance. And all the questions, all the probing questions, kind of centered around that, while the other two were asking probing questions, but they were I felt like less targeted. Maybe that's a good way of describing it. Um, that they were kind of around the edges and working their way in to kind of identify the the, the nature of the issue. Um, I agree with you in that one of the uh, your questions about um, but how to ask good probing questions without kind of being antagonistic or probing. I think now that I watched your video, I feel kind of the same way. Um, I generally, in natural conversation, am probing, and oftentimes I feel like it seems like I'm interrogating because I'll just ask question after question after question. Um, Most of this is my personality trying to understand their side of the equation because most of the time I've already formulated in a natural conversation my position on something, and when someone has a differing um, viewpoint, I'll just ask a bunch of questions trying to gain insight on their perspective, and it doesn't always feel like um, we're engaging in a conversation, and oftentimes it'll feel like I'm interrogating, and I know it's something I need to work on. Um, but I agree with you. So how do you ask good probing questions without being interrogative or shrinkish? You know, how is it becoming natural, authentic way of inquiry about a person and what they're feeling and their thoughts and their reflections? So, good post. Again, thank you for letting me participate with you, and I look forward to participating with you some more in the future. Have a blessed day. Bye.